What's going on, guys? It's now Wednesday. This week's flying by. I was surprised it was Wednesday, but I should have known it was Wednesday. But so I filmed a little outro on my phone, but parts stuff. Filmed a little outro on my phone, but basically camera died last night while I was finishing up some things, and even after I did that, I did a little bit more and took the I can't remember if I had the head cover on or not, but either way, I was trying to figure out how to tie together these guys. That was a weird noise. But I was trying to figure out how to tie together this this rocker set and this one, because let me grab the light here. I'll kind of show you what if you look closely, it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but right here, there's no space like there is here and here. So, I did a lot of research and trying to figure out what's going on with the, how to do this, because obviously there's a process. And the process that I found was rubber bands. So apparently in the shop manual, it says to use rubber bands, but one of the things that's kind of weirdly worded is they tell you to remove it and then secure it with rubber bands. So we got rubber bands now, and so we're gonna rip this open. This is all just Walmart junk. So you can see the head's off now, and it's a lot cleaner to help us with cleaning them up a little bit more. We got some non-chlorinated brake clean. This stuff should do exactly what I need it to, which is just get off all the grease and junk, whatever. But I've got most of the dirt, so that's what we're trying to do, is just clean this up. And then we got some shop towels, because when we set the head here, oh yeah, the table's newish too. Brought that down last night too. We're gonna set the head on something here, and in order to get that totally set up, so that way we can get the head off, we got to lay out some towels here just to keep it somewhat clean-ish, because I mean, either way it's going to get worked. So we also got some razor blades to help take off things like this gasket stuff. Most of it just kind of peels right off like that because it's crap, but yeah, we're gonna use some razor blades to clean up, and then maybe we might even get the oil pan off today, and maybe get some pistons out. That'd be cool. But I'm not gonna hold my breath. I still need a pan before I start cleaning the outside of the block and all the other goodies. But we're gonna have to take off this guide, and we're gonna have to take off this guide, and pop that off, so we can take the head off. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump into it. We're gonna start with the rocker assembly. We're gonna put rubber bands on all of them as a cheap insurance, just right here on these little whatever you want to call them. Just do them all up, because why not? We got a pack of them here. I don't even know how many are in here. 2 ounces, whatever 2 ounces gets you, I guess. But we're gonna go ahead and make do some rubber bands, and we're gonna lay out the rocker assembly, and then the head, and put all these and the cams and leave those over there. But yeah, so that's where we're at, and that's where we're going. So let's see what we can get done today. Per usual, I put the eyeball on so you guys can see what's going on, and I'm trying to get this thing to be on my beanie, but I may end up having to take the beanie off because complications. So first things first, let's band it up. Just lift it up. This is nerve-wracking and difficult. I'm guessing we're going to need a couple. I don't know, I don't understand how you're supposed to get this one up here, this guy, because realistically it should be over the rocker itself, like on the roller part, but you can only do so much, I guess. The idea, I guess, is just to keep it freely from separating. I think this might be okay. Let's not play with it too much here. Yeah, see, that's what you want. It's just like that. Good enough for me. Good enough for Honda too, apparently. This is their official method of doing it. If you read the K20 manual or the Honda K-series manual, this is what they tell you to do. So definitely helps if you have small fingers to be able to snake it all in there without lifting too much. Something like that. And I just got 2 doubled over, and as you can see, it's keeping it somewhat in line. Well, gloves. Before we get too far into this, man, that thing looks hogged. That's wonderful. It's one of those things, it's annoying when somebody does something and they build a motor and they don't do it right. You know, you build a motor or something and you're gonna put that motor in your car and you want it to work for, you know, quite a while, I would think. Especially if you're going to go through the trouble of putting like ARPs on it and junk. You know, you'd think you'd take a little bit more pride in your build. And I think this was an Imperial, which was yeah, it's a quarter noob. You'd think you'd take a little bit more pride in your build and, like, you know, get the right tool instead of just hogging this pig out. That's not it. So I'll probably need like a 6. There's a 5, that was too small, so it's gonna be a 6, which is probably this guy. Or this is a 5.5. Yeah, it's too small. Yeah, you'd think you'd use the right tool to do this stuff, but okay. Is it that cheesed that it's not gonna come loose? Or what? Like, what's the story here? Or if they do something else, like use impacts on stuff like this. You really should. Don't do that. That's not cool. Impacts are a bad idea. Or just going total Hulk Hogan on torquing it with something like this to put it on. Don't need to do that. What do I do here? Yeah, that's totally gone. Why? Why do you go bananas with this stuff? Like these guys, but I wonder if somebody put this stupid thing back in all jacked up. I'm gonna try and get something in here and like rotate it, maybe see if I can get it out, but well, I've already got these ready. Don't know if these are gonna work, but I think this would be the one. But yeah, I don't know how deep it goes. You can't go that deep, but yeah. So far, that's gonna be my next hurdle, because I need to get that off in order to take the head off. Blech. I think I'm going to switch to rubber bands and think about that one for a minute, because I'm stumped. We're going to go ahead and take off these roller rockers, and we'll go back to that bolt in a minute. Keep moving forward. That's the key here. Don't stop. Just keep going. So, like my trash bag holder. Expensive trash bag holder, right? Yeah, so I don't know what to do about this. I might get something. I gotta get a hammer, but I gotta go upstairs and grab that. But that's not what we're doing right now. We're gonna get this guy off as soon as I find the right deal, wherever that guy is. My wrench. See, everything's a mess. These are just finger tight. Literally, I think I threaded all these in by hand while I was thinking last night before I went to bed. So the last thing I did before I went to bed was sit out here and start my motor and do some brushing off of the cover. So in theory, this should come off, but let's take these off first. And this guy shouldn't be that tight. Come on. There you go. Just sit right there for a minute. So, this is the part that I might have some issues with. So I don't have a rubber mallet. See if we get something softer. See, maybe a couple whacks of this will help. Oops, that's chain guide. I don't know if that's doing much. I think there's actually grease. That satisfying pop. That's what I like to hear. Yeah. As long as it's not a snapping bolt, I'm okay. What I think I'm going to do with all these bolts, just in case you're like freaking out, like, oh, is he ever going to figure those out? So I'm going to go through, measure them, or figure out what kind of bolts, what kind of thread, what kind of pitch, and go through, mark them, put them in a tray. That way when I go through this, I can actually use the spec, not just the bolts that came out of wherever. And I think that that'll be a better idea. While we're here, let's go ahead and take off this chain guide. I'm going to make a guess here and say that this is the same size as this guy down here, but does it thread? That's my question. Did they use the wrong bolt previously, or it looks like they did, because this one threads. Oh, maybe not. Doesn't thread. Cool. So that hole is stripped. Idiots. Might be switching another block. Pissing me off, man. So that's a good bolt. That's a good bolt. It's a good rail, but a bad guide. I wonder if these are all one piece. Like if they sell in one piece. I don't know. But set you there. You, on the other hand, I have no idea what to do about you. You're just gonna have to be stuck there for a minute. So it goes something like this. Whew, it's moving. But this heads up. That's heads up. In case you're wondering how hot it is, I also got a little thermometer. So you could see, I brought it in, I guess I got it out of the car and it was like 80 degrees and I put it in here, hung it up, 94 and climbing. Yay. This isn't going to be small enough to fit that gap. So let's grab this Mondo flathead here. Just give it a nice little push. And then a little more from this side. Oh, there we go. Put you there, yeah, yeah. How about here? Can I get you? Yep. There you go. Yeah. Make sure it's totally free here. This is where things get nervousness. Because I gotta pick this whole assembly up and set it somewhere. Right there. So, come on, motor. Really should put it in something, that way if I bump it, whatever, it doesn't fall off the table doesn't collapse, whatever. Wait, what gives? I thought I got this thing totally happy. You happy now? Are we good? You seem happy. Alright, here here we go, nerve-wracking. Yeah, no unicorn explosion. That's what I want to see. That's where it needs to sit. Let's go ahead and figure out what these guys are and get started. Let's go to 14. If it's a 15, I gotta go digging. These are like, they're not 6 points, they're like 12 points. Should be okay. Really should use a 12 point if I have it. 12.14. Sorry, gonna make some noise. There we go, that wasn't too bad. But will it fit? That's a 14? What gives? Maybe it's a 12.12. Okay, so maybe this was this bad. We got 13 and a whatchamacallit there. There's a 12. Is that a 12? No, 12. Maybe it says 13. Right there. 13. Maybe it's not metric at all because ARP. There's too much play for that. There's a half. That sounds more reasonable. See, that one's much tighter. That's what I was thinking. I might need to use a big guy for this. And by big guy, I mean my most favorite tool ever. Where's he at? He's being shot. Where's he at? This thing is my favorite tool ever. Where the hell is it? How the hell do I lose tools in this small of a garage? It's not that big. Where could it go? It's got an orange handle. It's a flat bar. How do you miss it? Let's take it here, which it is. How about that? Tool's in the right place. This is my favorite tool ever. Let's go over here and put the light back up here. It's 94. It says it's still climbing, but there we go. That's a novel concept. Putting it on a flat surface. So, you take it, put it on your guy, right? You get it like right there. You just, there's one. And it's somewhat-ish loose. It's not like loose, but I didn't even start in the right spot, but we'll mimic it. So, just right here. See? You just kind of keep going and just... You know what? Ding, 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 ding. Start here. This is where it should have been. Go here. That noise scares me. But I guess that would have been an indicator that wasn't tight. That one wasn't really that tight. This guy, yeah. And then now that guy. I hate these noises. I need a bigger thing. My hand feels funny. Oh, my eye itches. Of course, now it itches. Whew, eye itches. Whew. There might even been hair in my eye. Who knows? Or splatter from oil. Make sure you wear your safety goggles, kids. or else you'll look like me. Where is... oh. Good enough. Good as new. Where's that 7/16 or half inch? Okay, that should clear. And in case it doesn't work like that, you put it like this and just... as long as you keep the dang thing from rolling. That takes a lot of weight. Just... I think that was something breaking. One, two, three, four, five. Man, this thing sounds creaky. 6, 7, 8, 9. Something's warped. I can almost promise you that, just judging by the sounds I'm hearing. I think you're supposed to keep these in order, but oops. To be honest, if I'm gonna do this again, I'm gonna get a new pair because I don't know what the hell's going on right now. Oh, that one came out with that was the entire bolt. That's not the... Okay. Well, that one came out. That's a lovely look. That's a nut. That's another nut. So now we got all these off. And one bolt. That's a washer. I'll leave it. Now, this is the reason why I was worried about this bolt right here. Because I thought the head's ready to come off. Holy macaroni, Batman. Would you look at that? There's gonna be junk in here because it wasn't sealed up 100%. This thing is roasted. There's no way this thing was rebuilt. Whoever did it did copper spray, which is good. It was like that. Whatever it is, she cooked, sir. Note to self, do not crank it anymore. Wow. The good news is there's no physical damage to the top of the piston, at least this one. That one I can't see good enough. See what the head looks like. Please don't be Swiss cheese. Please don't be Swiss cheese. Please don't be Swiss cheese. If it's Swiss cheese, I'm totally screwed. Moment of truth. Is it Swiss cheese? Well, it's better than I thought, but it still ain't pretty. But there's no physical, like, super damage. Like, I've seen some of these where some of these are just, which means it was never grenaded, which is no P2P kind of thing. These things are just nasty and old. I'm sure there's things they can do to help save this. It's a nasty freaking project, but heads off. This stuff just comes right off. Not exactly sure how I feel about that, but that's where we stand. Apparently I only have 51 seconds left of footage left, so this is the block. I'm sure you've already seen it, but one last good look. Then I'm gonna go upload footage, so I guess I'm done for the night. I have no idea what to make of this. I gotta be really quick about this because I only got like 10 seconds left. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Consider joining our Facebook group at facebook.com/thepgh production. I'm also on Twitch at twitch.tv/pghpumpkin. Till next time, see you later. Bye.
I'm a true champion.